Ballymena away on Saturday. Just give your thoughts on first and foremost.
Yeah, a huge game for the club. I think the way the leagues went this year, we've seen how difficult it is for teams in the bottom half to pick up points against the top teams. So I think that places even more emphasis on the games in the teams that we're playing against in and around us. So yeah, Saturday's massive.
In terms of, obviously we had a game Tuesday night. I know you weren't involved on the pitch, but how important just was it to get a win sort of going into this game?
Yeah, I think that was huge. Tuesday night to give us a chance to get the Linfield game at the weekend sort of out of our system, and whenever you come off a bad defeat like that, it's always good to get back out onto the pitch quickly and get a reaction.
In terms of that Linfield game, obviously we have to touch on it. Battled well for half an hour, and then just that sort of 15 minutes before half time really killed us. Is that probably, as a midfielder, when you're working and you're around the pitch, is that the most sort of disappointing part of it, where we're conceding so many goals in quick succession?
Yeah, I think it is, and it's happened before this season, so it's something we collectively have to try and get right soon. I think the Linfield game, like you said, 30 minutes, Linfield, they were getting a wee bit frustrated. They probably hadn't a clear-cut chance, and that's the thing that's mostly frustrating. One set piece, back post, header, 1-0, and then I think after that, especially away to the top teams, you have to try and maybe take the sting out of the game, get to half time, maybe 1-0, and then you can reevaluate the thing. Well, if you have 12 minutes like we have, you're giving yourself absolutely no chance.
From a personal perspective, you've obviously come back into the team. You had a couple of niggles sort of early on in the season, but now you're getting regular games, and obviously, thankfully, you're able to be rested on Tuesday night. How good have you felt, sort of physically and suppose mentally, getting back on the pitch and being able to get game time?
Yeah, I'll not lie, it's been tough. 2 years without any football, it's a long time, and then obviously got injured in the first night of training and it becomes even harder. But I feel now we've got a couple of 90 minutes under the belt, and I'm just hopefully I can stay injury free, get a few more sessions, a few more games under my belt, and hopefully be able to show my best then in the coming weeks and months.
In terms of your sort of role, obviously your role, you're playing sort of a defensive midfielder, a holding midfielder, and you've done that so well over the years. But you can see how vocal you are and how much organisation you're doing on the pitch. Is that sort of one of the things that guys express to you? Your experience in a relatively young side is hugely important.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it can be massive communication. You can save yourself a 15-20 yard run multiple times in a game if you just communicate better with the man inside beside you. And it comes from the keeper out to the back four, and then the back four dictating to us and us dictating to the people in front of us. And collectively then you try and get that right. But yeah, that's something that I've sort of always done naturally, and I'll try and bring to the team in the coming months.
Just back to the Ballymena game. I suppose you don't want to turn out and say a 6-pointer at this early stage of the season, but this game sort of rounds off the first sort of we've played everybody in the league. How important is it, not only just in the context of the overall season, to go and get a result and to get back on the winning track, but also to sort of go, okay, we can put that sort of first third of the season, if you like, to bed and know where we're sitting and know what we have to improve on for the remainder?
Yeah, I think it's very big. I think, to be honest, the teams around the games in the bottom half, the teams in and around you, I think every team fancies their chances, whether it's home or away. You have to be getting into them games thinking, if we set up right and do what we're good at, we have a chance of winning. I'm sure Ballymena will be thinking the same thing. We've went to Glenavon, went to Carrick, put in 2 good performances and came away with 2 victories, so hopefully we can take that into Saturday.
And just lastly, obviously, even when we're 4-0 down half time against Linfield, and when Adam Sally scores, you could hear the support, small as it was, but they were pretty loud, and you could hear them then on Tuesday night, a cold Tuesday night in Belfast for a League Cup game. How important can they be on Saturday to sort of pull us over the line for 3 points, hopefully? Supporters
are massive, and we feel as a group that we owe them after last Saturday. It was brilliant seeing them turn out again and support us on Tuesday night, but the league's our bread and butter, and that's what we have to improve on, and hopefully the supporters can continue to follow us and we can help them out a wee bit more with a positive result on Tuesday.